What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4. Last time, there had been a second murder here in Inaba, very similar to the first murder of Mayumi Yamano. The victim this time, Saki Konishi, Yosuke's senpai. Yosuke thought that the weird TV world that we found the other day might have had something to do with Saki's murder, since there had been connections to Mayumi Yamano in there, and he wanted to find out the reason why Saki had to die. We then went into the TV world ourselves, and we gained access to a new power, the power of personas. We awakened to our persona, Izanagi, and after fighting Yosuke's own suppressed self, his own shadow, Yosuke also has a persona, Jiraiya. In this episode, it is currently evening. We should probably try to get some rest, although it is raining, so who knows, maybe we could try to check out that midnight channel. Before we do any of that, though, there is something that we gained access to at the end of last time, and that is the pause menu. So now we can take a look at various different menus now that we have access to our persona. The first of which are skills. So we can see just what sort of skills we have access to. This isn't really too helpful unless you're going to be using healing spells to heal up yourself or your party. So that's essentially the only use that this menu really has. Next are items, which show all of the different items that we have. Currently, we only have some medicines. We could use it, but it'd be kind of useless because we can't get into any sort of combat in the evening, and we just get recovered to full the next day anyway. Next is equipment. So we can see just what everyone in our party has in terms of equipment. Right now, we only have the golf club that Yosuke gave us, and we can also see just what kinds of weapons we have access to. For our character, it's swords, specifically two-handed swords. We also have access to armor and accessories. Armor which increase our defense and evasion, which is a slight difference from Persona 3, in which there were two different types of armor, being normal chest armor for physical defense, and leg armor for evasion. Here, they're just combined into one single equipment slot. And accessories which give different abilities, which we currently don't have any. For Yosuke, he has something very similar, but unlike us, he has a different type of weapon. He actually uses twin knives, or actually, more often than not, kunai, which are a type of knife, to be honest. So that's what Yosuke will have access to. A little bit of a sneak peek as to what's going to happen in the near future. Next are all of the personas. So, we go in here and we can see all of the personas we currently have. Right now, we only have Izanagi. But we'll get access to more personas as the game progresses. As far as Yosuke goes, this is what his persona looks like, Jiraiya. We'll get into a little bit more of what Yosuke is capable of in battle, but these are currently what his skills are looking like. What's really nice is that you can actually see what each of these spells do. By hitting square, you actually get a brief description. This is really nice because in Persona 3, the only time you could see what the spells could really do would be after you learn it, or if you were trying to replace a skill. So it's actually really nice that we can actually just see what skills do at any time. Finally, there are statuses, and this is what we've been seeing throughout the game up to this point, with like, your knowledge is increased, your understanding is increased, your courage is increased. Basically, if we go in here, we can see just our maximum HP and SP, our currently equipped persona, and how much experience it takes to get to the next level. But for our character, if we hit square, we get a look at all of the statuses. Like I mentioned before, statuses work pretty much the same as they did in Persona 3, but as opposed to having 3 statuses with 6 ranks, it is 5 statuses with 5 ranks. So you see we have courage, diligence, understanding, expression, and knowledge. The more that we train these up, the more, well, things we'll get access to. We haven't gotten to that point yet, so I won't say exactly what it is they do. But we also get access to different dialogue options as we raise these statuses. So not only can just normal dialogue options give us boosts to stats, it also unlocks different choices that we can make, basically. So kind of a minor thing. If we do go to another character, it will just show just what is, well, like the default status for our character. So you see Yosuke's max HP, SP, and how much experience he needs to level up. And finally, their system. Here there's 3 different options. We have quest, configuration, and title. Quest allows us to see all the different quests that we have, well, accepted. There are 50 quests total in the game. We'll get into a little bit more on that as soon as we get access to a quest. Configuration allows us to just mess with the game settings a little bit. I'm actually going to set camera reverse on because it's, I don't know. I always prefer having the camera to be reversed. That hasn't been a problem yet, but it will be. So I'm just going to go and change that now. And then title just allows us to go back to the title screen whenever we need to, or want to. There is one more option that is available from the pause menu, but we don't have access to that yet. So, what are we going to do tonight? Well, first, we're gonna check the fridge. Why? Because there's something in here for us. There's some fried rice in here. Eat it. Meh. So, there is actually a point to doing that. That particular instance, there was no point in checking the fridge. But, occasionally, we can get stat boosts from just checking the fridge. Also, sometimes it can just be hilarious. So, we'll check in on that from time to time. Often, though, if you do check the fridge and get stat boosts, if it's something, well, questionable, then it will take up your evening. So, do keep that in mind. Still, it is raining, so we should probably go and check the Midnight Channel. I mean, after all, Yosuke did say that he saw the Midnight Channel twice in a row, so maybe we can see it again as well. Well, only one way to find out.
In other Inaba-related news, meteorologists are predicting heavy fog throughout the year. The region has seen an abnormal amount of fog over the past few years, and the cause of the climate change is unknown. Whatever the reason, residents of the Inaba area should be extra careful. Our broadcast tonight was extended to bring you up-to-date news on the incident in Inaba. The time is now midnight.
Alright, let's turn this thing off. So we can view it more than once. So long as it's raining, we can see the Midnight Channel as many times as we want. Huh. A woman in a kimono. Wait, is that? No. No. I must be seeing things. I saw her today. She was on TV just this evening. I think I just have her on the brain right now. wonder, though. Well, any theory's worth testing. Damn. Of course it wouldn't be that easy. Okay, this is definitely worth checking in. What the?
Welcome. Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. And so we meet again.
This is a space that only those who have, in one way or another, entered into a contract may enter. In your daily life, you subconsciously heard the call to awaken, and you chose to follow the destiny of your inner voice, thereby enacting your glorious awakening to your power.
Hold on to this.
A key?
From this night forth, you are our guest in this velvet room. Your destiny will require you to hone your power. And for that, you will inevitably require our help. There is but one price for this assistance.
And what is that price?
You must abide by your contract and assume responsibility for all decisions you may make.
Okay. So I just need to take responsibility for my actions. I understand.
Very well. The persona you have acquired, it is a side of you that shows itself when you face the world around you. Perhaps you can think of it as a facade of determination you wear to face various difficulties in life. Your persona ability, however, is that of the wild card. Compared to that of others, it is very special. It is like the number 0, empty, yet holding infinite potential within itself.
Special?
The persona ability is the power to control one's own heart. And the heart is strengthened through bonds. As you form bonds by becoming involved with others, your own social links will gradually develop. The power of these social links is what will determine your persona's abilities.
What do you mean by control one's heart?
Social links are necessary for more than strengthening your persona. At times, they will help light the way to the truth you're searching for.
Where will your awakened power of the wild card take you? I look forward to traveling the road of your destiny together. Till we meet again.
Yo!
Hey, Yosuke.
You saw what was on last night, right? I couldn't tell who it was, but if someone's shown up on TV, we can't ignore it. Let's go check it out after school. Maybe Teddy can tell us something.
Yeah.
If it turns out someone was thrown in again, there really might be a culprit behind all this. Even if it is something about that place that's killing the victims. If someone's using that world as a weapon, that's unforgivable. We need to find the culprit, no matter what it takes. There's no way the police can do it. Who'd believe that the murderer kills people by throwing them into the TV?
I mean, Yosuke does have a point. We do have reason to believe that that world is what's causing people's deaths. Teddy told us basically that. Actually, speaking of Teddy, I want to keep my word too. We did promise him that we'd find the culprit.
Totally. A promise is a promise.
Yeah.
You know, I tried sticking my head in the TV last night the way you did, and it actually worked.
Wait, seriously?
I think I can do that now because I have the same power. Persona, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Could be that we got this gift from someone specifically so we could solve the case. Then again, you managed to go inside the TV and get your persona first. I feel like, as long as you're with me, I can find the culprit and crack this case. Well, let's do our best.
Yeah. We'll solve this together. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou has established a new bond. It brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Magician Arcana. And I think our heart's gotten a little stronger. Wait a minute.
The persona ability is the power to control one's own heart. And the heart is strengthened through bonds. As you form bonds by becoming involved with others, your own social links will gradually develop. The power of these social links is what will determine your persona's abilities.
Social links. So that's what Igor was talking about. So yes, as we progress through the game, we will establish more and more social links. These will grant various powers to us and our party in order to help us find the truth. So, by having this firm resolve with Yosuke, we have established the Yosuke Hanamura social link of the Magician Arcana. Yosuke's determination in battle has been enhanced. Yosuke will now die for you. Yeah, I'm not gonna make too many references, but they'll be there every now and again. So yes, unlike in Persona 3, where the only thing that Social Links gave was just a boost to Persona fusions, which we'll get into that a little bit later. In Persona 4, there are some social links that give different abilities. For instance, with any social link with a party member, they will gain different passive abilities. For rank 1, whenever there's a blow that would normally kill our character, a single target attack, might I add, then an ally will rush in to take the attack for us. Because if our character goes down, even if our other party members are alive, that is a game over. So this will, in essence, protect us from getting killed. Again, it's important to note that it only works if it's a single target attack. If it's multi-target, our other party members can't help us.
Achie! About yesterday? We're sorry we worried you.
I should have told you that sooner.
Oh, never mind that. Is Yukiko still not here?
Huh? Yukiko-san? No. At least I haven't seen her today.
Oh man, what should I do? Hey, is that stuff you were talking about for real? You know, all that about how people showing up on the Midnight Channel is related to that other world.
Oh, we were just talking about that. We're thinking of checking it out later.
The person on TV yesterday, I think it was Yukiko. That kimono looks like the one she wears at the inn, and she wore it during the interview a few days ago, too. I got worried, so I emailed her last night, but she hasn't responded. I called her earlier in the evening, though, and she said she'd be at school today.
Calm down. We get the picture. And you still haven't heard from her?
No.
Well, this is what we found out yesterday.
What's that supposed to mean? Wait, are you saying Yukiko was thrown in there?
We don't know yet for sure. We should check to see if she's safe first. Give her another call.
No good. Her voicemail picked up. She's not answering.
Are you serious? Then is Yukiko-san inside that place?
Just stop it. Something must have come up, like an errand or something. Oh, or she might be helping at the inn. She wouldn't be able to answer herself, that's it.
Yeah, but would she skip school for that?
Well, I'll give the inn a call. Got the number here somewhere. Come on, Yukiko, pick up. Oh, is this Yukiko? Thank God she's there. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I see. Huh? Oh, no, it was nothing. I'll email you again later. She was over at the inn. She said they had a big group reservation and she had to help out. Yeah, now that I think about it, this has happened before, too. At least once a year. She said she'll be at the inn tomorrow, too. Oh, for crying out loud, Yosuke! You got me worried over nothing. She was totally fine. And you were all, is Yukiko-san inside that place?
Sorry. But there is a reason we thought that.
Oh, yeah? What?
Well, we thought people show up on the Midnight Channel because they're already over in that world. I mean, it makes sense, right? People show up on TV because they're inside the TV. But Yukiko-san's still here in our world. We might want to see what this is about. All right, let's meet up at Junes after school.
So this is... Let me go over again just what happened.
Okay, I think that's more than enough about my sorry escapades.
If I hadn't seen the place firsthand, I'd never have believed a story like that.
Yeah, no kidding. Anyways, we need to know what's going on inside.
How? By talking to that Teddy guy?
Yeah. Too bad there's so many customers around. I forgot there's a sale in the electronics department today. I got it. Come here a sec. Try sticking your hand in and calling him over. I bet that bear's wandering around the entrance anyway.
You think he'll see it?
Hey, Chie, stand over here. Make a wall with me.
A wall?
Well, worth checking. Teddy! Teddy! Ow! Ah!
What's wrong?
Bit me!
Shh, not so loud, you idiot. Dude, is that a bite mark? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Stupid bear.
Oh, that's good. Sheesh, that stupid bear must have done it. Hey, you! We know you're in there.
Oh, is this a game? No, it's not a game. Can you sense anyone inside there right now?
Who's anyone? I'm a lonely little bear like always. This land feels so barren.
Shut it! So there's no one inside? You're sure?
I'm not lying. My nose is running as good as ever.
I'm gonna go warn Yukiko anyway. Since she'll be busy this weekend helping out at the inn, I doubt she'd go anywhere alone, but still.
Yeah. You'll walk with her to school on Monday, right?
Sure, I'll go pick her up at her house.
Maybe we'll find out more on tonight's Midnight Channel. Cross your fingers that this is all just a misunderstanding.
That'd be the best case scenario.
What's your cell number? I'll call you when I watch it tonight.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Alright, don't forget to watch tonight.
Same to you. I mean, it sort of looked like Yukiko. But we need to make sure. We can't leave this up to chance.
Looks like we found all we're gonna find here. And we've still got nothing that points directly to a suspect.
We don't even know if this is a homicide.
Well, what else could it be? There's no way a body could end up like that by accident.
I know. We haven't found the cause of death for the first Vic. Now we got a second one just like it. If this is a murder case, there's no doubt we're dealing with a single perp. But if that's true, what the hell's going on?
You know, I thought at first this all spun out of that love triangle.
No, that singer, Misuzu Hiragi, has a solid alibi. She was performing overseas, and her phone records prove it. And remember, the only reason the scandal went public was because Hiragi herself broke it to the media. No one would put themselves under suspicion that way if they had murder on their mind.
Got a point there.
Same with Taro Namatame, her husband. No matter how much we shake him down, nothing links him to the murders. He's been working in the city for the past 6 months. Seems he was here recently because of the scandal, but he was swamped with work back home at the time of the incident. There are eyewitnesses and other evidence placing him at his office the night that Mayumi Yamano died. And we can't find anything that shows Yamano making contact with Namatame before or after her disappearance.
You hear Namatame's career has also been killed stone dead? He's been fired from his position as secretary. He's practically as much of a victim as the Yamano girl.
Yeah, I agree. Then we have the second case, regarding Saki Konishi. She's the one who discovered Yamano's corpse. I don't buy the killer shutting her up as a possible motive. She was killed well after she reported the body, and the culprit didn't hide her. It's like they were meant to be found. The only other connection is that she attended the same school as the daughter of the inn where Yamano was holed up. But that hardly points to a motive. Coincidences like that are common in a town as small as ours.
Yeah, I heard about that angle on the news too.
What? Is the story about the inn out already?
Okay, I got it. How's this? Maybe there was something about the corpse that only Saki Konishi knew. And our perp killed her to keep whatever it was from leaking out.
Either way, all we can do now is keep investigating anyone involved with the victims. Our perp. It has to be someone in Inaba.
Oh, is your detective's intuition at work?
Welcome home.
Thanks, Nanako. Okay, well, it's evening. There's not really anything for us to do. Now, since we do have access to social links now, if we check our pause menu, you'll see that there is now another option, social links. So now we can take a look as to all of the social links we've established and how far we have gotten within the social link. As well as a quick description as to what is currently happening within the social link. And a brief description about the person involved with that certain arcana. So, with everything there, we can check the fridge. The fridge isn't gonna have something for us every night, so sometimes I will just periodically check. Because I do know when I am absolutely supposed to check, but I may just check anyway regardless. Well, anyway, it's raining. Let's hope nothing shows up on the Midnight Channel. It's still raining.
Good evening! Tonight, Princess Yukiko has a big surprise. I'm gonna go score myself a hot stud. Welcome to Not a Dream, Not a Hoax. Princess Yukiko's hunt for her Prince Charming. And I came prepared. I've got my lacy unmentionables on, stacked from top to bottom. I'm out to catch a whole harem, and the best of the lot is gonna be all mine. Well, here I go.
The hell did I just watch? That must be Yosuke. Hello?
Hey, did you see that?
Totally did.
That was Yukiko-san for sure. It looked like her, and I mean, she even said her name. But didn't the stuff she was saying sound weird? And she looked like she was on some low-budget TV show. Was it like this before, too? What's going on?
I don't know. Why don't we try contacting Chie? Maybe she'll have something.
You're right. Let's get her to contact Yukio-san. Tomorrow's Sunday, so let's meet up at Juness first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Alright, see you then, Yosuke. Oh, this is not looking good. What could that have been about? Why was it so clear?
Oh, good morning.
Morning, Nanako. Jima's not here. You're up awfully early today.
He woke up early, so I woke up with him. He said he's gonna be late.
I kind of feel bad if I left Nanako all alone. But I have to meet up with Yosuke.
Are you going somewhere?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
I'll be fine by myself.
So the weather this weekend will be perfect for going out. As for next week's forecast...
Oh, the sun's gonna come out. I should do some laundry. Weren't you going somewhere?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'll see you this evening, Nanako.
Sorry for the holdup.
Yeah, no worries.
I found some stuff we can use in the closet at home. Take a look at these.
Yosuke!
We've got our personas, but a golf club's not that reliable of a weapon. So, which one strikes your fancy?
Neither, you idiot!
Come on, don't be like that. I just know they'll come in handy.
Yosuke, I'm pretty sure there's something against bringing weapons to a public place.
As for me... Wait, maybe both would be good too.
Yosuke!
Kinda like this? Or like this?
Yosuke, for God's sake, please stop!
What about this?
Yosuke, are you even listening to me? Dude, stop it, now! You're gonna get in trouble!
2 suspicious young males found, one armed with multiple weapons, requesting immediate backup.
Crab?
Huh? Oh, crap, I mean... No. This isn't what it looks like. We didn't steal it.
Yosuke, just shut the hell up!
I guess that's not what matters. Anyways, we're not doing anything bad. We're just 2 ordinary kids who like weapons. Oh, that doesn't sound right either.
Yosuke, for God's sake, just shut up!
Put the weapons down now. We'll listen to your story at the station. Hands where I can see them, too! I said now!
But this isn't...
Yosuke!
Are you resisting an officer of the law? You're under arrest!
Crap!
You didn't seem the type to pull a stupid stunt like this. You know what's been going on around town. We got men stationed everywhere. For God's sake. You're lucky I was around. Or this would have ended up on your permanent record.
We're sorry.
I'm sorry I'm friends with an idiot.
Wait, so the one that disappeared is the Amagi girl?
Seems like it. That she's just a high schooler, you know. Could be that she decided to run away from home.
Hey! Did he say Amagi? Then she really is...
This is bad.
Who's what now?
Oh, nothing.
I'm sure you've seen on the news that there's an investigation in progress. We're sensitive about certain things. You're free to go. But this better not happen again.
Whoa, pardon me. Huh? Aren't you the kid staying at Dojima-san's place?
I am.
Oh, can we ask you something? It's about Yukiko-san. I mean, Yukiko Amagi of the Amagi Inn. Did something happen to her?
Huh? Oh, am I allowed to say? Well, if you're friends with Miss Amagi, keep this between us, okay?
You got it.
We got a call from Miss Amagi's parents yesterday evening saying they couldn't find her anywhere. Since it was the weekend, the workers at the inn were extremely busy and no one saw Miss Amagi around that time. Oh, but that doesn't necessarily mean this is a case just yet. But people have been turning up dead on foggy days, so we're really sensitive to stuff like this. By the way, did she say anything to you guys about maybe going through some hard times?
Hard times?
Well, that announcer, Miss Yamano, was staying at the Amagi Inn before the first murder. Seems Miss Yamano had some harsh words for the manager about the staff's attitude towards guests. The stress of it caused the manager to collapse. And, with Miss Amagi being the manager's daughter, she must have felt pretty strongly about the incident, you know? By the way, did Miss Amagi ever hint that she might be leaving the house? 'Cause if not, there's been some theories floating around that she's laying low for some reason or another.
Laying low?
Crap. I think I've gone too far. You didn't hear that, okay?
Adachi, what the hell are you chatting with civvies for? And where's my coffee?
Sorry, I got it right here. Psst, forget I said anything, please.
Hey, does that detective think that Yukiko-san...
There you are! Sheesh, what are you guys doing?
Getting arrested because of Yosuke's stupidity?
I've been looking everywhere.
Well, there was a slight misunderstanding. We'll tell you about it later.
It's Yosuke's fault, that's all you need to know.
Anyway, something's up with Yukiko-san.
Huh? You know already? I kept calling her cell, but she didn't pick up. So I went to her house, and it turns out Yukiko really did disappear.
I guess we've got no choice but to go now. But that aside, the cops are saying some weird stuff. They think Yukiko-san's hiding to lay low. Apparently Yukiko-san's mom collapsed because that announcer lady bitched her out. They think that gives her a motive, and the fact that the announcer died right after makes her even more suspicious.
What? They think Yukiko did it? What the hell is wrong with them?
Dude, don't snap at me! Yukiko's the victim here, damn it, not the suspect.
Look, we need to save her. If she's in that world, she's in danger.
Right, that's the important thing.
With the police totally on the wrong track, we've got to handle it ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm going too.
Wait, what?
And that's final. I'm gonna save Yukiko no matter what.
Are you gonna be alright? But man, they just confiscated our weapons. We can't go in empty-handed.
Weapons? I know just the place.
You do?
Come on, follow me. Here we are.
What kind of shop is this?
Why is something like this in Inaba?
Metalworks, I guess. They sell all sorts of metal crap, like katanas and stuff.
Doesn't that seem weird to you? Why would you know about a place like this anyway? Oh, I get it. You watch one too many kung fu movies and...
It's not that at all. I overheard some guys in our class talk about it. They said this place sells weapons and armor. Oh, here, this one looks good. Oh, but it might be too heavy.
I don't know, Chie. I still think it's too dangerous. I know how you feel, but...
You don't! You don't know shit about how I feel! Yukiko might die from this, for crying out loud! I'm going, and that's that!
Okay, you can go, but please stay behind us. We know what that world is capable of.
I'll be fine! My reflexes are second to none.
That's not what I'm concerned about.
Listen, I'm not kidding around. You don't know what it's like in there. If you're not gonna listen to our warnings, we're leaving you here. If you insist on coming, just make sure you have something to protect yourself.
All right.
But man, what should we get? Hey, mind picking out something for me too?
Sure.
You're our main asset in battle right now, so I think you should choose whatever makes it easiest for you.
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Yosuke?
I got my stuff all picked out. How about you guys?
You know, if we wear this stuff around town, we'll just get picked up again. But it's not like we can waltz into Junes with a sack full of gear and expect no one to notice either.
Why not conceal them under our uniforms? I don't think people would notice.
Okay, let's try that. Alright, let's split up and get ready. The store will be crowded until the afternoon sale ends, and if we walk around together, the cops might get suspicious.
Then I'll see you guys at the Junes food court.
And there we go. Yosuke gave us 5,000 yen, and we can use it to better equip both of us. Now, despite the fact that concealing weapons and armor underneath school uniforms sounds completely insane, that is the reason why just whenever we go to the TV world, we're in our school uniforms. That's basically the reason why. Again, it's really dumb, but that's the reason, and the game's sticking to it. So, welcome to Daidara's. This is going to be our weapons and armor shop. So we can go ahead and buy different equipment for all of our party members. Right now, we only have our main character and Yosuke. So we could go and buy an imitation katana. So that'll give us a little bit more attacking power compared to the golf club. And we can even just switch between characters using R1 and L1. So with Yosuke, you could get the hunting nada, which would increase his attack and accuracy. In addition, we can also buy armor here. And the only thing that's available here is the chainmail, which gives a nice boost to defense, although you do lose a little bit of evasion for it. And Yosuke, of course, has the same thing. What's also here are accessories. Yes, you see, unlike in Persona 3 where there are a bunch of different shops, here, everything is consolidated into 2 shops. Weapons and armor, and regular items. We'll find the regular items soon after this. But, yeah, they kind of consolidated just where you need to go to shop for different stuff. In terms of accessories, we could potentially get the headband or the amulets. Pretty expensive, and they don't really do all that much. It just raises a stat by 1, which isn't exactly too helpful. We could also go ahead and sell items. There are materials, different equipment, and expendables. Unlike in Persona 3, where different armor and weapons are unlocked as you go through the story, with Persona 4, different shadows will drop different materials. You then sell those materials here in Daidara, and if you sell enough of a certain type, it unlocks more equipment. So the more fighting that you do and the more materials that you get, the more equipment that you'll have access to here. So what exactly are we going to be getting? Well, we are going to go ahead and get the chainmail to boost our defensive power. No reason to keep this t-shirt. And same thing with Yosuke. I'm going to go ahead and just up our defensive powers so that way we are good to go. Okay. Let's see, we could potentially buy... Ooh, we can't buy the imitation katana, unfortunately. We could get the hunting nada, but... I don't think it's really worth it for just that small bit of additional attack power. We could also sell the medicines that we have, but I would rather keep those. Alright, I'll see you guys over at Junes then. I've got a few other things to take care of. Oh! What? Does no one see this?
So, it finally begins. Now, if you'll give me a moment of your time.
That voice. Huh.
We have been expecting you. The catastrophe that is headed your way. It has already taken human lives in its approach towards you. But you have nothing to fear. You already have the power to fight against it. It seems that the time for you to use your persona has come.
Your persona ability is that of the wild card. If you strengthen your bonds properly, their power will help you overcome any ordeal. Our role is to facilitate that.
My contribution is to give birth to new personas. By mixing together multiple persona cards, I can transmute them into a new form. This, in other words, is the fusion of personas. You have the power to hold multiple personas and to use them accordingly. When you defeat an enemy, the seeds of possibility you attain will appear before you as cards. At times, they may be hard to grasp, but you must master your fear and reach out to them. When you obtain new cards, please do not hesitate to bring them here. If you have been developing your social links, then your persona will gain even more power. They will be one of your chief sources of strength. You would do well to take this to heart.
So yes, by utilizing the Velvet Room, we can come here with different personas. And using Igor's power, we can make new personas from them. And since we do have a social link with Yosuke of the Magician Arcana, if we fuse a persona that matches that Arcana, in this case the Magician, it will gain bonus experience and become stronger faster. So it is a very good idea to raise up social links, if not for that reason alone.
The tome you see in my hand is the Persona Compendium. Registering the personas you hold will allow you to recall them at any time. Please see me when you wish to use it.
Do you recall my words to you before? The coming year is a turning point in your destiny. If the mystery goes unsolved, your future may be forever lost. I meant precisely what I said. Defeat in battle is not the only way your journey may come to an end. Please do not forget this. When next we meet, you will come here of your own will. I look forward to it. Until then, farewell.
Few things to reiterate. What Margaret said was the Persona Compendium. We can register personas at any time, whether they've changed strength or any sort of differences that they may have had. And we can register them as many times as we want, which is extremely helpful because we get access to it immediately, unlike in Persona 3, where we had to beat the first full moon boss. Speaking of which, what Igor said is also true. Simply dying in battle is not the only way to game over. You see, we have to manage our time very carefully. For if we take too long to rescue someone, they will end up being killed by the TV world. If that happens, our game will end. So, simply just dying is only one way of losing. If we don't manage our time well, then that is another way that our investigation will come to an end. So we have to manage our days very carefully. Now, we are pretty much out of time, but there are a few things that I want to go over before we end things off. The first is here, Shiroku. I did mention that there were two shops that are of importance. Daidara was one of them, and Shiroku is the second. This is our item shop, so from here, we can buy various different items to help us out for our exploration. Right now, we have access to medicines, value medicines, revival beads, and dokudami teas. So, medicines recover 50 HP to a single ally. Value medicine is 50 HP to all allies. Revival bead brings back an ally from the dead with up to half HP. And Dokudami tea cures poison. We aren't actually going to buy anything here in Shiroku. There's not really too much of a reason to do that, especially right this minute. Because there is actually discounts that she will have during rainy days. So if you really want to buy something at Shiroku, it's best to come during those days. Now the other thing that I want to do is right here at this vending machine. Why is it important? Because sodas are extremely important in investigations. I am actually not kidding. We are going to buy some tap sodas. Now, why is this important? Well, if we go to our items, we can actually use these for any purposes. They're similar to medicines in that they are consumable items, but they restore 10 SP. These are a lifesaver because there are not too many ways to recover SP, especially early on in the game. We will get access to various different things that will help recover SP, but we are pretty much going to be utilizing tap sodas for pretty much the entirety of the game. These are absolutely essential if you're going to be using magic a lot. And that is kind of the type of playstyle that I go to. I am a heavy magic user that emphasizes type coverage more than anything. So you can bet that tap sodas are pretty much one of my favorite things. Still, now that we have built up our supplies, we've got some armor for ourselves and Yosuke, we've got some sodas to help us out, we're going to go and call it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 4. With our preparations complete, we're gonna head on over to Junes. Yosuke and Chie are waiting for us, and we need to see if Yukiko truly is in that world. If she is, then it proves without a shadow of a doubt that that TV world is what is connected to these murders. we have a very strong link to it. But if Yukiko is missing and she's there, then that absolutely proves that that the same person who killed Miss Yamano and Saki is trying to kill Yukiko. So we need to check that out as soon as possible. So until next time, everyone, take care.